game. So you know how we do. I start off everything. We'll get a couple information about the team, how to get in contact with the team, what the team has to offer. So here we go. You know, if you ever want to see information about the Tigers, look up tickets, how to be a sponsor, how to nominate for fan nominations, how to nominate for her locker room. Please go to the website at CarolinaTigersFootball.org. It's in the banner right there. You know, we also have great community involvement, and we love the kids, even some of the bad ones, because we can still help them out. But if you have a kid that's 12 and under and they love football, and you want to have them at the game, enjoying themselves, being around other kids that love football, please sign them up for the Cubs Den Kids program. It's for kids 12 and under, and you sign them up by going to CarolinaTigersFootball.org/Cubs Den. That's CarolinaTigersFootball.org/Cubs Den for your children that's 12 and under to be a part of the Tiger Nation. Now, you got some teenagers in the house who also loves football, who wants to come out there and be involved with a program and our organization. We have the Teen Zone. Teen Zone is a great thing for 13 and up to come enjoy, be involved, have a safe place to just have a good time at the game. So you want to contact CarolinaTigersFootball.org /Teen Zone. That's CarolinaTigersFootball.org /Teen Zone to sign your team up today to be a part of Tiger Nation, and let's go Tigers. Also, if you know anybody you want to be a sponsor, you're a business want to sponsor the Tigers, go to sponsorship inquiries at sponsors at CarolinaTigersFootball.org. That'll be sponsors at CarolinaTigersFootball.org and become a sponsor today. Now, we also have the great initiative of honoring all our great women involved in the community and doing great things, and that's the Her Locker Room. If you know an awesome woman who's doing great things, or even a young lady that deserves some flowers right now, send your nominations to Her Locker Room at CarolinaTigersFootball.org. For Her Locker Room nominations, send it to Her Locker Room at CarolinaTigersFootball.org. And like I said, we do love our fans, and we would have a special place for our fans. When fans, people say, well, they talk about Tigers all the time. Well, let's put them on the show. Fan Spotlight. So you go to Talk Show Live at CarolinaTigersFootball.org and nominate a top fan today to come on this show and be interviewed by Julio, and let's talk all about Tiger football. So again, y'all, I'm about to bring up the awesome guest of the night. The guest tonight is the owner and coach of the Prowl. The Detroit Prowls on their way down here this Saturday for the home opener at Field Pop Memorial Stadium. Lexington, McLeod. Kickoff is at 6:30. So we about to talk to the coach and the owner of the Prowl. Let me bring up Coach right now, man. His name is Coach Michael Vitale. How you doing, Coach?
The legendary Julio Hennessey. How are you, sir?
Doing great, sir. How you doing this evening?
I'm well. In fact, I'm on my way to practice right now. So
I will drive safe, man. You know, I appreciate you taking that.
I have a driver tonight, please.
Oh, you have a driver? So
yes.
Listen to me now. I feel much safer talking to you, knowing you got somebody driving you. It'd be like, you know, Julio, that man got to a wreck when he was on shooting. I feel directly associated. I'm not paying for your insurance repairs, though. Don't call
sir,
me.
We're good.
Coach, I got one off the top of my head right now.
Sure.
What brought you into women's tackle football, Coach?
Oh my. Well, a couple things. I had way back in 2001. I had a friend of mine who called me. I was actually at the radio station I was working at. And she said, listen, I'm going to go try out for this team. I want to see if it's legit. Come with me. I said, all right, I'll meet you there. And the story was I was up in the upper balcony area, and I was watching the quarterbacks, and, you know, my mouth gets me in more trouble than anything else. I said, these quarterbacks are going to throw their arms out, and they're going to kill themselves just watching them. And this guy turns to me and says, what do you know about it? I played quarterback. I know a little bit about quarterbacks. I've coached quarterbacks. And he said, well, why don't you go down there and help them? And I looked at him like, are you out of your mind? That's a coaching staff. I don't do anything like that. And he said, no, man, I own the team, and I need somebody like you that's going to be outspoken and talk about this. Well, that, you know, the radio TV part of me goes, interesting. A couple weeks later, there's a major turnover. There was 275 women trying out for the first week of Detroit women's football tryouts. Now this
Wow.
is in 2001, so
Yeah.
huge thing. And um, I was talking to a buddy of mine I was on the radio with at the time, and his name is Rod Payne. Rod was a Super Bowl champion center for the Baltimore Ravens, played at the University of Michigan. I happened to be on the air in Ann Arbor at the time. And that was it. It was one thing led to another. And I ended up getting another Michigan grad, Tony Blankenship, who was our head coach at the time, said, "Listen, you take the quarterbacks, you do what you need to do. Bring me championship quality quarterbacks." We did. I had to sift through six of them, and it's been a part of my life ever since.
Awesome. That's an amazing backstory to your introduction to getting involved into women's tackle
Yeah,
football.
yeah.
That's awesome. Well, we're gonna dive into to let's say the chips and dip at the
All
party
right.
right now, Coach. Now, the Detroit Prowl is known and has stated itself well known to be a champion team. You guys have had back-to-back championships in two different leagues,
Uh-huh.
and that ain't anybody could do. So, what has been the key to the Proud success and consistency in that and that keeping that level up?
Honestly, players are hungry to learn. The coaches can always take credit for all the championships they won. You know, that's not what it's about. It's about teaching these women the right way to play football. And we have just some great athletes. That's just the honest to God truth. You want to win a championship? Don't be a championship coach. Be Get championship players around you. That's the secret, and that's what it's been. Now this year we're rebuilding a little bit right now. At 1-1, we're starting of the 22. We're probably starting uh, 11, 12 rookies that have never played before.
Mm-hmm.
Two or three that have been played for other teams, and so the consistency of the team is literally just making sure the players are on the same page as the coaching staff, and the coaching staff's on the same page as the players.
Yeah, and I want to clarify. People might say I'm going to go back, get a little more in depth in your back-to-back championships.
Sure.
Um, First championship was not in this league; it was in a
No.
different league. Then you came into this league and you won, and then you won it also. So that was just two different leagues with
Mhm.
to come in and come home with that hardware. So just want to clarify that when everybody said, "What you mean?" Two different leagues that came in and won
Yeah.
one another.
Yeah.
Now transitioning between leagues, Coach, has that impacted your ability to coach and also your approach as an owner? Part owners as well.
We really try to keep it separate. So, the ownership part of me is always looking to build, and find the sponsors, get the money. But once the season starts, I try to step away as far as I can. The last couple of years, I was the associate head coach and quarterback coach. Took over a little more offensive responsibility. So, um, the the two separate entities that are the owner and the coaches, it's not nearly as easy as people think it is.
Mm.
You really have to focus on when you're the owner and when you're the coach. Did it change how we coach? No. Did it change how we were trying to set the Prowl up as a business? No, not at all. You just surround yourself with the best people you can.
Awesome. Awesome. What things have you learned from each championship season that you have carried forward to this year and planning for this year?
You set a culture, and that's one of the biggest things. You really hope that the new players all buy into that culture, and we have decent captains. They're really good captains that really want to not just lead the team, but help the team and
Mhm.
help the team from the get go. Learn about the culture of the Detroit Prowl. Um, there are just times when the rebuild is going on, but you know, you have to have that sense of culture and the standard that you've set over the last few years.
Yes, coach. I mean, coaches. I think that's one thing I do like and love about our Tigers as well in the organization was the organization was built first, and we created a culture before we created a team, and a
Exactly.
culture with community, with also having initiatives to help people outside of football is something that's beyond that. So culture will is the great word, a great thing to stand on right there, coach. So
Absolutely.
great thing to bring through. Um, over to like from let's just say giving your vision on this. How has women's tackle football evolved over these past 5 years?
The last 5 years, geez. I think the the players are starting to understand football more. I think you know, as things progress in women's football, much like they have in women's basketball and women's soccer, I think the culture that we've built, the culture that women's football is building, um, has changed players and teams um, probably 180 degrees from where they were 5 years ago.
Yeah, yeah, because I do see a lot of I've seen from social media, um, and that's through like I wasn't really following any of these leagues, but they're finding ways to be in your algorithm without you even looking them up. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And also with ESPN, there's a lot more spotlight is being put on women's tackle football. And with myself, like I think about 5 years ago, I got my first taste of it. And man, I almost want to suit up, coach. I almost want to find me a pair, find me some pads, but I was scared I'll get knocked out by one of them women because they was out there playing hard, bro. I was like, there's them D linemen. They had some good, like they make good sweet potato pies out there. But anyway, my time was over, but I wanted to watch it. But yes, I think that the game has changed now where it's actually being spotlighted. People are looking to support it. The women who are playing are now like understand like it's they're the stars now. You know what I'm saying? It's no longer just when people say they just whispered it. It's now being spoken in big rooms, and I haven't seen the growth for that as well.
Right. I agree. Yep.
Yes, sir. Um, Now, what roles would you say owners and coaches play in shaping the future of women's tackle football?
Well, I think overall, one of the big things that owners that owners need to think about is stay out of the way. All right, do the job of the owner straight up until the point that they're on the field. Okay, the coaches and owners got to have a great communication. Um, and sometimes that communication between me and the principal owner is strange because it's in my head. But I have great um, other owners also. Um,
Right.
my my wife Denise, Allie Gorska, who is one of our quarterbacks. I, we have this discussion every year, and we really try to focus on making sure that. That the coaching stays coaching and the owning stays owning. Um, seriously, it is internal dichotomy for me at times, but you know, the whole argument ends with what are we doing on the field? You
Mm.
know, how are we going to make this better for people on the field, for the players on the field, for the staff on the field? That's the biggest thing, and then you have to stop and turn around and think, well, now how do we get our fans involved in this? Um, it's we've been very fortunate to win these back to back championships, and that always brings that always brings the fans around.
Hmm.
We got to make sure that the product is the best on the field right now.
Understood. Yeah. Understood. I mean, when you win it, man, I'm telling you, everybody, as the old saying go, everybody loves a winner. It's still maintaining, like you said, maintaining all those things to keep people interested. When sometimes, I'm not saying because you don't win a championship, I mean you had a successful, did not have a successful season. That just means that the season had culminated to the highest height that you guys achieved and set for, and that happened. There's plenty of success without always winning a championship, but that is the top of being successful. I think when you everything comes together for you. Um,
I agree. You know, and that's one of the things everybody wants to do. It is so ultimately hard to do that, but you know that's part of the direction, and it's part of the standard the teams our team has set, and every team sets it. It's a matter of getting everybody to buy in and get that team going in that one single direction.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is like I said, when you reach it, everybody understands. Like, well, they kind of have the blueprint of reaching it again, and then when you consistently, it's almost like a copy machine. When you put in the paper, press print, and it comes out, you almost know what to do to get it have get the same result. It's all about, like we say, man. I was like not rebuilding but reloading. If you get your organization to that point where you just reload what you have, I
Right.
think consistency also stays in place after you achieve that standard. It's pretty
Absolutely.
self-taken right there. Um, now you've been around since '01 with this. That's 24 years, man. Salute to you. Congrats on
Yeah.
being. I mean, that's dedication. The love. That means you love it. That means you enjoy it, and you have a passion that most people don't. Say 24 years of being consistent in something. And with that 24-year tenure, um, what are some of the barriers you still see? Like stopping or hindering the growth of this sport, and how can it be overcome in your opinion?
You know, social media is incredible. It's the terrestrial media that really kind of that needs to help out. You know, NFL Network has helped out a little bit with getting some of the word out. The NFL itself has, but until the national media legitimizes the sport itself, it's going to be an uphill battle.
Mm,
It remains a very local, a very niche sport right now.
mm-hmm.
And as much as we can kind of build the local media up, um, eventually it'll start catching up nationally. Yeah, that was a part of my job for 20 plus years, was understanding how to build media relations. And women's football needs to do the same thing. Stay humble, keep working hard, and the word will end up getting out.
Right. Yes, I definitely agree with you on the level of national recognition. Your local media is a good step, just like as we say, if you graduated school, you say local government is what causes the change. You can't. We control
Fact.
local, state, and government, so we keep that in wraps. Everything will be on a bigger spectrum. So if we
Exactly.
can do better in doing our local, get our local stations involved, our local media involved, getting the people around you to be involved, then yes, it's going to grow to a national spotlight. And 24 years of doing it, you're really helping that team in that area. How they say hone in on the local spotlight, and so salute to the organization y'all have in doing that, keeping that going. Well, Coach, I'm gonna take a quick break. I got some halftime announcements. I'm gonna take y'all stage for a minute. I'll be right back with you.
All right.
Y'all don't go nowhere. We have time to shit alive. We are talking to Coach Michael Vitale for the Detroit Prowl. They are coming down here to Lexington, North Carolina, to play them Tigers on Saturday. Now we need everybody to show up, come out there and turn up with this two great teams on Saturday night. Be right back with you in a minute, Coach. Thank you very
All
much.
right.
All right. Now, y'all know what time it is. It's the halftime. The 10-5 touchdown halftime announcements, man. This is where I give a lot of shout outs, give a lot of thanks to people that I've been giving and who was involved with the Tigers, man. We have a couple new sponsors I want to announce tonight. I'm going to go through all our sponsors real quick and give them all a shout out, okay, to all our sponsors. First, we have Sadler Sports, Recreation, and Insurance. They're not like Aflac, but they get you your money if you get hurt. If you're gonna be out here playing sports and recreation, holler at Sadler today to get your insurance on. That is Sadler Sports and Recreation Insurance. Also, we have Review Media. If you've been doing things and you're like, man, people ain't looking at me, well, holler at Review. They get you a new look on what you've been doing and help you get reviewed. Holler at Review Media. If you got a team, needs some awesome uniforms, Hey, the Tigers got some real nice uniforms. It's all made by Savage D1. They got 3 of them. Boy, I'm trying to tell you. You want your uniforms to be Savage? Call Savage D1 today for your uniforms. Also, the American Football Alumni Association alumni are also sponsors of the Tigers. Thank you for the AFA for being involved with the organization. We appreciate you all at the AFA Alumni Association. New sponsors. We have Deaton Management LLC. They coming in with the sponsorship. Thank you so much, Deaton Management, for joining the team and joining the organization. We appreciate your donation. We appreciate your sponsorship, and we look forward to seeing you on Saturday. And also, we have complete rehab and sports therapy. They're our newest sponsor. Thank you so much, Complete Rehab and Sports Therapy. They are key to keeping you moving when it comes to getting back on the field, track, basketball court, baseball field, soccer field, anything you do, even a hockey ice rink, they there for you at Complete Rehab Sports Therapy. I'm not gonna name all 45 of y'all tonight. People been telling me, Julio, stop naming 700 names. Just say thank you to all our paw print creators. y'all be letting me know. I appreciate the feedback. It helps me do a better job. They're like, boy, you done named 47 people every Wednesday for the last 3 months. Okay. So the paw print creators are people who sponsor Tiger. And they say, well, Julio, how can you be a paw print creator? It's not that hard, man. If you're going out here to Bojangles or you're going out here to Popeyes, especially Popeyes, I talk about food all the time. Popeyes combos is ridiculous. If you can buy a 10-piece with 2 large sides and some biscuits, you can be a paw print creator. If you go to McDonald's and you buy a couple of them combos, boy, you can be a paw print creator. I don't know what y'all got in Detroit, but you go one of them hot dog stands out there, boy, you can be a paw print creator. I'm trying to tell you, it don't take much. Just take you want to be involved and you want to give and help a Tiger today. Become a paw print creator, and we thank you very much, y'all. That is so I'm not done. Halftime. Listen here. It's this Saturday. Lexington, Field Pot. It's going down. We need everybody to get out there and turn up. Now, I had an example, and I lost my marbles. Not the ones in my brain, but the ones I was going to use. I had an empty milk jug, empty carton. And I was going to take some marbles, put inside a little milk jug, and make some noise makers. You can make noise makers out of anything. If some of y'all got them fans, where them fans at? Y'all come out there with 100 fans and start flicking y'all fans to make noise. We are looking for y'all to come up and show out at this game on Saturday. I'll be in the booth. I'm your announcer. I got third down celebration, first down celebration, touchdown. So I'm going to have so many things to do. We're going to have a good time, man. So get ready for Tiger football this Saturday in Lexington, North Carolina at Field Pot Memorial Stadium. Y'all get there and let's go Tigers. And that wraps it up for the halftime show for the 10-5 touchdown Tigers. Now I'm about to bring Coach back to the stage. What's going on, Coach? Got you back, man. You're on mute right now. I can't hear you, Coach.
There we go. I apologize.
You good?
Listen, I want to be a paw print person. When you guys come up here, I'm gonna introduce you to some Coney Islands places, downtown Detroit.
Man, so I did some
Yes, sir.
comedy in Detroit. In Coney Island, man, that chili dog. I'm a heavy guy, so yeah, I
Me too.
yeah, man, I enjoyed that chili dog. I said, load me up, Doc, and I tore that thing down there. Coney Island, they open all night, right? It's an all night spot.
Absolutely.
Man, you go there at 3:30 in the morning and get a heartburn dog in a minute. They gonna serve it to you. Okay.
Good stuff.
Yes, sir. So, it's coming to the second half of this awesome interview night. And said again, Coach, thank you for taking your time.
Oh, my pleasure.
To be a guest tonight. He said just really looking at your organization and just seeing the success. It really is, and I say this with all due respect, it's something that we can look to follow and achieve on far as getting consistency on becoming a consistent great team. So good job in that. Now, Coach.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
What would you say to a woman or a young lady who's interested playing tackle football, but really ain't sure if she can do it?
I've been answering this question for 24 years. You know, anybody can play football. Okay. Um, Anybody can be taught how to play football. You really can't teach them how to be an athlete, but you can teach them how to play football. And they can become really good football players. I mean, really, really good football players. It as anybody who's ever played this game at a high level, this is a want to game.
Mm.
You have to want to block, you have to want to tackle, you have to want to dominate the person against you, you have to want to do this. there
Mhm.
is there is too much sacrifice playing football to play football. It takes a toll on your body. That off season is not long enough, but it's always faster than you ever anticipate. But anybody that wants to learn how to play football, we bring aboard, and everybody should. Um, Coaches have to get out of their mindset that you're going to have superstars across the board coming in. You got to teach everything from start to finish every single year. You know, it. High school coaches do it, college coaches do it, NFL coaches do it.
They do.
Everybody has to do it, and you got to learn how to be comfortable with that.
Yes, yes, I totally agree with you. Football is definitely a want-to sport. I mean, I can, we can tell you, get some fire in your butt and piss and vinegar, and we can say that all day. But you gotta want to go out there and put the helmet to the chest plate and get it done. I mean, that is, I really say
Yeah.
I've seen some timid people turn to a killer once they got a taste for that football, man. So
Hey, that helmet and shoulder pads, that first, I have a thing that I wrote about the click, the sound that the click makes in your helmet when you
yeah,
strap it up. And that's either turning you on or turning you off.
yeah.
And the first time you take that helmet, you click that button on there and you get a hit, that's going to determine how you're going to affect the rest of your football career.
Yeah,
You're either not going to like it or you're going to want.
you're gonna love it. Yeah, you're gonna
Yep,
want it every time.
exactly,
You can turn to a
exactly,
Bobby Boucher, visualize and detect.
absolutely.
Visualize and
Yep.
detect. Speaking of that great right there, coach, I like that. Is there a story you might have that you had a player that was kind of like not really like I'm not really good at this, but then they turned to one of your most powerhouse players on the field.
We have one right now, and I'll tell you all. You're going to see her this weekend. Kelly Bernardin is our kicker, number 6. Um, she played soccer. She played at a decent level, and she's an athlete. She's a workout guru. She's a fitness person. She's a trainer. She's a paramedic.
Wow.
So yeah, um, you see her the first time, you're like, okay, just like any other female athlete. But she got on the phone after the first probably 3 or 4 weeks after she tried out the first day, and started getting some feedback from NFL kickers. Listen, she is one of the best kickers in the league right now.
Wow.
Period. Period.
Wow.
Just hit a 32-yard field goal Sunday. I'm sorry, last Saturday we played in Toronto. Um, it, Listen, she's one of them. I go back to our first generation of women's football in Detroit, and there was there was, like I said, 275 at the first tryout. We win a championship at 10-1. The second year, there's 350 women trying out for that football team. So you see a lot of women, and the standard that was set, the teaching, and then all of a sudden you have an entire team of absolute monsters that go
Right.
undefeated for 5 seasons. So we,
Wow.
obviously not going to go undefeated this year, but we're going to give it our good shot to finish off. That's for darn sure.
Yeah. Man, at 32 yards, y'all, I don't know if y'all understand that some of y'all men can't kick 25 yards. So
Listen,
can't
there are
kick a
guys.
10 yard, can't kick a 10 yard.
There are guys that played in the NFL a while back that couldn't kick a 35-yard
so,
field goal.
so yeah,
Forget it.
you
Yes,
better
sir.
put some respect on that.
Absolutely.
You hear that,
Absolutely.
Tigers? Keep her outside of 33 yards.
I should have probably not said that, but I will tell you, she was warming up at 45. So I'm just
Oh
saying,
hell. Ah,
Yeah,
there you go, Coach.
I'm
Now,
just saying.
keep it past the 50. Keep it on the other side of the 50. Oh man. But and I'm gonna go back to the word culture here. I'm gonna go back to the word culture. How do you create a team culture that encourages women to not only try the sport but to stick with it once they try it?
Listen, that's a coaching thing that coaches find some type of motivation. But each person is different. Some you got to tear into them. Some of them, some of the women, you've got to just get in their faces and say, look, you are better than this. You've been trained better than this. You work harder than this. So don't accept, a short pass. Don't accept not keeping your head up, your chin up, your chest up. I teach my quarterbacks, chin up, chest up, snap your hip. If you're not doing those three things, don't ask me why the ball didn't go 25, 30 yards. Don't ask me why, if your chin's down and you're facing down and you throw a 5-yard pass, oops. Well, you know what? Follow the directions, get yourself moving again, and get into your head. Um, and some you gotta kind of just work it through them. We're having some issues with catching the ball right now, so it's a matter of, listen, just first off, don't fight the ball.
Right.
So it's finding that personal motivation for each player and going from there.
All right. Had a, had some Luna Four stripping the back. Honestly.
Okay.
That's that dinner I'm about to get after I get off here. It's wrapped up. I ain't even mad at it.
I'm heading right inside of there, going to practice right after this.
Coach, this I really want to ask this question because
Sure.
I really think with your experience you can really attest for this. What does success look like for you beyond wins and trophies?
Um, the women coming back every year, the ones that come back every single year, that's the success. That they see the difference from playing for other teams. They see the difference of the coaching. So when they come back for year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5, that's the testament to doing it the right way, and them understanding. You know, some of the women who were rookies last year are now captains, just
Mm-hmm.
because they understand the culture, they understand what the expectation is, they
Mm-hmm.
understand the standard. Um, but when they keep coming back, when they're asking questions, when they're helping other players, that's what you want to see in your team, and that's the success that women's football needs to see.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I agree. I mean, for your team and for your organization, it's almost like this new age. Can we keep them out of transfer portal? How many is sticking to come back year in year out and give this team, your organization, they all, and that is lets you know what you're doing is the right thing and you're connecting with your players to the utmost.
I'm saying nothing about transfer portal. You're not going to hear me say anything.
Well, yeah, is that a whole nother interview? Sometime we can come back and just have a chop up session.
Brother, that will never ever be talked about in public. You want to come talk to me at the bar afterwards, I'll tell you all
We
you
can
want to
talk
hear.
all about
It'll
that.
be off the record.
Awesome. Awesome. Y'all, listen, man. If this is one part of this staff, I am looking forward to meeting the rest of y'all proud, from the players to the coaches, everyone involved in the organization. You have given a great interview tonight, Coach. I thank you for your time.
Thank
I
you.
enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to this Saturday. Y'all showing up and we out there, playing. As I call it, control war. You know what I'm saying? It's a control war out there, and made the best team win. On this
Absolutely.
Saturday, and I'm just happy we had a chance to really learn more about the Prowl, able to highlight what you guys have accomplished and what you've been accomplishing, And Coach, again, man, thank you for being a awesome interview tonight. And have a great practice, man. Let them know, I'll let them know what's going on. And we're gonna keep it out of 45 yards. That kicker ain't going. We're gonna madden her. We're gonna put it.
Listen, I'm going to be down there tomorrow night. We're driving. I'm driving out. I'm driving out tomorrow morning, so I'll be there tomorrow night. We need to get together and go have some of that Popeyes. I'm all about that.
No, now listen. Now I'm gonna tell you this. You get out here tomorrow. Have Lil John give you my number. I'm gonna send you to the barbecue. You ever had barbecue?
I have.
You ain't never had no Lexington barbecue. Lexington is the best in the world,
true.
Craig.
I've had Carolina barbecue. I've not had Lexington barbecue.
No. See, I'm not gonna let you get away with that, sir.
Right.
Lexington is the #1 barbecue in the world. Okay, we have people come down here from all over the country in other countries during October. So get down here, give me a call. I'm gonna send you to the right spot. Speedy's barbecue.
Speedy's barbecue.
Speedy's barbecue. That's what you need. Okay.
I'm all about it. I am all about it tomorrow.
Well, good, man. Again, Coach, man, have a great practice tonight.
Thank you so much
for coming on here, man. And y'all be blessed, man. Looking forward to see you on Saturday.
Thanks so much.
Yes, sir.
Yes, man, the legendary Julio Hennessey. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you so much.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Y'all, listen to me. Get out this Saturday night. Spread the word. I'll be spreading the word. This is going to be an awesome game to come enjoy. We have a lot of things lined up for the people in the stands. I have a lot of things lined up to keep us entertained, keep us going, keep us energized. I can't wait. I mean, I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. I'm looking forward to this. So y'all know what's going on. Saturday evening, gates opening. I think kickoffs is 6:30. Gates open at 6. It's got to be 6:30 kickoff. Yeah, gate opens at 6. Get out there. Come deep. Come on deep. Yes, Robin. Safe travels to the Prowl. We pray y'all have travel to mercy coming out this highway so we can have an awesome class of 2 Titans on Saturday evening. Listen to me, y'all. I'm looking forward to being in that announcer booth, calling out every touchdown, every sack, everything going good on Saturday night. And we'll see y'all on Saturday night. And then we'll see you again next Wednesday to talk about what happened this Saturday. Don't play with it. Don't hate. It's kickoff. Yes. Oh, so gates open at 5 o'clock. Kickoff is at 6. Thank you. Y'all know my marbles fell out my head on that one. So kickoff is at 6. Gates are open between 5 o'clock, 5:30. Gates will be open. Y'all get out there. Come in your orange, your white, your purple. Make your noise makers, with jugs of water and some marbles. And let's turn up and turn out. We'll see y'all Saturday at kickoff at 6. We'll see you at 5. Y'all keep being great. Listen to me, one thing I'll tell you again. You can't do that if you don't try. And try your best to be the best, and you will be successful. Thank y'all for watching the 10-5 Touchdown Tigers live talk show. See y'all this Saturday and next Wednesday. Peace.
Them Tigers, orange, white, and purple. Y'all better take a seat. Carolina Tigers, you know we can't be beat. Hey, say go Tigers. Hey, run up on them, make that play all day. Hey, say go Tigers. Hey, line them up, we'll make them pay. We don't play. Hey, say go Tigers. Hey, hard hits, big plays, that's our way. Hey, say go Tigers. Hey, Carolina Tigers, you know we gon' slay. Stepping in the jungle, that's a death wish. We Tigers on the hunt, coming out the mist. Try to count us out, now we gonna grind. Y'all can move out the way, it's our time to shine. All claws are out, ain't no holding back. We the new champs here and we're on attack. You want the smoke, well, we're bringing the fire. Wanna feel the heat if that's your desire.